Hello, good morning everyone. Today I'm going to show you the live demo of option selling of Nifty. So here the logic is simple. We are going to sell ATM strike plus 50 CE symbol and ATM strike minus 50 PE symbol. So basically we are selling out of the money options, that is 50 points for from the current market price. Here I am considering the Nifty future symbol for at the money strike. Okay. For that, first we need to start our program, Python. So the strategy already implemented, and so the strategy actually fights the orders at 9:30. So till 9:30, program is not going to do anything. Okay. So we just started our Python application, and here you can check the logs, right? And let's go to the browser, refresh this locally at 080 and log into broker. Already logged in, so you will not see the login flow screen again, so it will be directly logged in. Okay, logged in, done. Okay, so you can see the access token and all here. So logging done. Now I have to click start algo button. So I have clicked the start algo button, right? Okay, see, this is a strategy name here. What the print you can see, today is one day before expiry day, I mean before weekly expiry day, hence going to trade this strategy. So this I coded in the this one, right? Option selling. Yeah, can trade today. So we trade this strategy only on Wednesday and Thursday. I mean precisely on weekly expiry day and one day before weekly expiry day. That is, if weekly expiry day is on Wednesday, then we are going to trade this on Tuesday and Wednesday. Otherwise, in normal scenario, we are going to trade this on Wednesday and Thursday. Currently, the time is 9:22. We need to wait for 8 more minutes, because when the process, the base strategy that keeps on calling this process, right, in a loop, before the start timestamp, we are not going to do anything, right? So we gave the strategy start timestamp as 9:30. So till 9:30, nothing is going to happen. So after 9:30, so what will happen? So this process function execution will come here. Here we are getting the prepare monthly expiry future symbol of Nifty. So this will give the Nifty future symbol of current month, that is May expiry. I am getting the current quote of the future symbol to get the current market price. Okay. So once we get the ATM strike, I mean current market price. So what I am doing is, this is the current market price, right? Last traded price. Okay. So what we need to do is, we need to get the nearest 50. That means if the current market price is 15,023 or 15,010, the nearest ATM is 15,000 strike. If it is 15,027 or it is 15,037, that is 15,025 greater than or equal, right? So in that case, we are going to get the upper side strike price, that is 15,050. So in that case, we will get 15,050 strike, that we will consider as ATM strike. And once we get the ATM strike price, what we are doing, we are calling this utility function, which I explained in the previous tutorials, how to calculate the weekly option symbol dynamically. Okay. This one we are passing Nifty symbol, ATM strike plus 50 we have to pass, right? Let's say if we get ATM strike is 15,000, here we will be getting 15,050 CE. Okay, we are getting CE out of the money, and here PE out of the money. That means minus 50. We'll get ATM plus 50 CE symbol and ATM minus 50 PE symbol. We'll got call and put both the symbol. Once we get both, what we are doing, we are calling the generate trades function here by passing both the symbols. So this function will actually get the current quote, and it will just pass this current quote here, and the number of lots we consider here one lot currently, and generate trade. So trades will be generated. This will call other function here, generate trade, for each symbol. So this will form like trading symbol, option symbol, is options 2. Okay, direction is short because in this case always short. We are doing option selling here. Product type MIS, yes, market order true. Last trade price we need to just to maintain the requested entry price. Though we are placing a market order, but we need to maintain this price. We need to calculate the stop loss, right? So that's why I got last trade price here and assigning to request entry. Timestamp, this is strategy timestamp. And how do you get the quantity, right? We need to get the quantity dynamically, right? We should not hard code anything in the program. So even NSE changes some data and broker changes accordingly, and we will get the updated data, right, from our program. So you are not going to do any manual stuff here. Everything is calculated dynamically, whether it's a weekly option symbol, monthly option symbol, or day before, on expiry day, that also we are calculating dynamically. That will detect whether it's today going to trade or not, everything. So now we'll get the instrument data from here by passing the option symbol, whatever you get, C or P symbol of a particular strike. Then we'll get the lot size. In this case, Nifty 75 quantity you will get into number of lots here. You have to multiply. Okay. So assume that only one lot, quantity will get 75. Stop loss you have to calculate. So what is the stop loss in this case? Request entry plus request entry into stop loss percentage, right? This is what is the stop loss percentage we configure is 50% here. Okay. So 50% is our stop loss in this case. And okay, sorry. Yeah, once it is done, we are handing our trade to the trade manager, and we are assigning this intraday square of timestamp here. So which is 50. I don't know what. Okay, it's 15 configured here. Yeah, and okay, here target is 0. I am setting it to 0 because we are not going to place any target order here. I mean, target order is not applicable for this strategy. So we wait till square of time or stop loss hit. Okay, either of them happen. And should place trade function, do we have any logic here? We don't have any condition here, right? So as soon as 9:30 ticks, we dynamically prepare the symbols to get shorted, and when the trade manager calls should place trade or not, this has to simply return true. That's it, nothing. Of course, there is a base condition. We are calling the base strategy. If it is not satisfied, we return false. Ideally, this should return true. So we'll come here, and this option selling strategy will return true here whenever the should place trade function is being called from the trade manager. Okay. So we have 3 more minutes left. We'll wait. Okay. There is some issue here. This strategy. Okay, welcome back. There was some issue. I did a temporary fix now, and let us run our program. Okay, Python is running, and let's go to web application and log into broker and then start the algo. So I click on start algo. So since we already greater than 9:30, see what happened. Trades are generated here. Okay, executed successful. So we'll see the broker. If you see, so we sold 15,200 CE, 75 quantity, and we sold 15,100 PE, right? That is 75 quantity at market price. So how these things are calculated? If you look at the logs, see how that actually it started, right? First of all, option selling today is one day before weekly expiry, hence we are going to trade this strategy. And here we got a future symbol, Nifty 21 May future, correct? And the current market price of Nifty future we got 15,137. So what is the nearest strike price to 15,137 in terms of factor of 50? That is 15,150. If it is less than 15,125, then we'll get 15,100. So in this case, it is greater than 15,125. The nearest 50 strike price is 15,150. Okay, and prepare weekly option symbols. Here the CE symbol, what we are doing, we are getting the plus 50 CE symbol, that is 15,150 plus 50, that is 15,200. We got this option symbol, and that too current week, right? The current week, the immediate expiry weekly symbol, that is nothing but 21/5/20. Okay, this is tomorrow. Tomorrow is May 28th. 15,200 CE symbol we got, and for PE we are subtracting 50 from ATM strike price. 15,150 minus 50, right? That is 15,100. So which is Nifty 21 15,100 PE symbol, correct? So then we handed over to trade manager, and trade manager called should place the trade or not. We return true, and the trade manager successfully placed the trade, and you can see the trades in live here. Okay, so after some time, after 30 seconds, trade manager places stop loss orders for this. Okay, so you can see, if I can refresh this log file, and you can see these are the updating while I was explaining to you. Yeah, here is first of all the entry order, we got complete state, the order state is complete for both of them, entry, and then going to place order param symbol, this one F1 neutral trigger price. This is nothing but stop loss order for I think which symbol, CE symbol, and this is stop loss order for PE symbol. Okay, that is 97, quantity 75. We got both placed successfully, and the trade is running. Okay, let the trade run. Okay, I will record the video again when it SL hits, or when the trade progress, every half an hour or 1 hour. I'll try to record the status, and I'll update according. Okay, so that's it. I mean, okay, we can see the details. Every 30 seconds the file is also getting updated, right? That is our trade.json file. Okay, so we are saving all the trades. So this is the trading symbol short. You can see the strategy name, direction, options, etc. And see, this is the entry order. The order ID is this one, 7369 last digits. That is nothing but. So this is another. Yeah. So 7369. This is the entry order. And if you look at CE stop loss order, right? This is stop loss order 8512, right? Last. So you can check that. This is the stop loss order. I mean, this is SL order. That is order ID 8512. Okay, this is current status, trigger pending. Entry is complete. This is entry price average 36.15. We got this. And fill the quantity we got, average price we got, and the stop loss placed at 54.15 with SL market of order type. So similarly, we have details for PE symbol. Okay, so that's how it is, and the target order is null here because target order is not applicable for this trade, for this strategy. Okay, yeah, for now I'm stopping this recording, so we'll keep updating you. Okay, the time now is 10:09 a.m. Both PE and CE showing green because the theta decay is in our favor. So it's been when we place the order at 9:41, and almost, yeah, it's more than 30 minutes since we placed order. And if you see the algo logs, yeah, getting straight and updating, everything is working fine. I mean, there are no errors even on this screen. There are no errors. Algo is running fine. Okay, we'll check the status after some time again. I think now the time is 11:12. Our trade is still going on. None of them hit SL. The hit SL is at 97 for this trade, and of course this is 54. So none of the CE or PE got SL hit. Both trades are still active. If you look at the logs, yeah, it's 11:12. Algo is going properly without any issues. Here also no errors. Okay, we'll check after some time again. Thanks. Welcome back. Another time is 12:23 p.m. I think theta decay is in our favor, so both P and C are showing green values. So none of the SL hit. Let's see if okay, algo is running properly. The last time the 12:23, okay, without any issue. Here also there are no errors seen. Everything is fine. Yeah, let's see how the day ends. We're not sure. I mean, suddenly any moment comes, the SL may hit either of the side or even both. Okay, we'll come back after some time again. Thanks. Welcome back. Now the time is 1:30 p.m. So this is the status. Seems market is going down. So P is like shooting up. C is going down. Of course, the overall PNL is flat, and here is our SL. It's 17 rupees from current market price. Let's see whether SL hits or not. If market goes down fast, then yeah, there's a probability that SL may hit here. Okay, we'll again review it after 2 o'clock. Thanks, bye. The time is now 1:42. Our SL got hit at 1:39 p.m. for P. Here we have slippage of 1 point. Our SL price is 97. I think there was some sudden spike, so we got a slippage of 1 rupee here. It's more than 1%, and our C trade is still running. So far net is in loss. Of course, the net may end in loss also, because we don't know how far it can go. The C option symbol is already at 17 rupees. Okay, we'll come again after some time. I have come back again just to show you whether our SL details got updated or not in this file. So each 30 seconds the program I'll go fetch order status and updates, right? Yeah, see, if you see the symbol, this is PE, right? And this is SL order. Okay, see the trigger price we had 95, and average price, the executed price, this is 98, which is matching with this 98. Okay, and yeah, see, order status is complete. The order ID you can see 8459, the last 4 digits we can check, 8459, right? Perfect. Yeah, we'll see further trade. I'm stopping now. Welcome back. The time now is 3 p.m. The trade is still running. The PE got SL hit at around 1:39 p.m. and the C trade still running, and overall showing loss. And I'll wait till 3:15 p.m. and see how the algo squares of the trade. Okay, and if you look at the logs, all are going fine. It means now it's 15:00:27, and there are no errors here as well, so everything is going as expected. And we will wait till 3:15 p.m. because we configured square of timestamp as 3:15, right? So if this trade doesn't hit a sell before 3:15 p.m., then the algo should square off this trade. Okay, let's see. Again at I'll start recording again at 3:13. Okay, thanks. Hey guys, now the time is 3:13 p.m. We have only 2 minutes left for square of time. Let's see what algo does at square of time. Okay, and just keeping it open till 3:15. So meanwhile, check the logs. 1.5 minutes left. Here also no error. Okay, let's see. One more minute left. 3:14 now. Currently we are at loss of minus 550 rupees. Let's see what is the exit price we'll get at 3:15. 30 seconds left. Ten seconds to go. 5 seconds. 3, 1. See, exactly at 3:15, I'll go cancel the SL order. Okay, now it has to exit, right? The position is still open. Let's see if we have any issues here. Yes, there is some error. Trade manager, let me just fix it immediately. Trade manager.py, place target order. Okay, SL order cancelled, but place target order, there is some issue where true is not defined. Place target, okay. So there's a small typo. I would make it capital true. I restarted the algo. Okay. Now I think you can just because the SL order to be updated here, otherwise we should not restart immediately. Let's see the SL order updated here. Yeah, it's cancelled, right? SL order got cancelled of C, correct? Now we need to restart. Go okay, let's go here, back, refresh, log into broker, then let's start algo. It should read all the existing trades, right? So trade manager should read. See, there is some sound came. See, so there was some issue, that's why the trade was not exited, and it starts. I just fixed it and restart algo. Now the target order, I'll go place a new target to exit the position. If you see the position, nothing. So we ended with 500 rupees loss plus charges. Okay. Yeah, what is the square of procedure? First, the algo will cancel any existing SL orders, and then it will place a new fresh order to exit the position. In case the target order exists, algo will not place a new target order, but it will just change the existing target order to market order type, so that the position will be exited immediately. Okay, so these are the two cases. So that's it for the day. I have shown you the thing in live since morning 9:30 to till square of time, how the things happen. I hope you understood and how to implement your own strategy. I explained in the previous video. Okay, so yeah, if you have any questions, write me in the comments. Okay, after we exit, we need to check whether the trade data is updated properly in the algo or not. Okay, if you go to trade.json, so this is the CE symbol, right? Yeah, this entry order, this SL order, it was cancelled, and there is a fresh target order entry, right? Earlier it was null, right? So if you see that this is exit price is average price 9.55, so order is completed. If you see the order details 9969, you can check the order details here. Okay, sorry. Yeah, it's 9969, last 4 digits. Yes, so it's matching. So the order details also got updated here. Okay, so but for a SL hit trade, we don't have any target order, right? So that target order is null. Okay, for PE case, correct? Okay, I think okay. If you look at the logs, you can also check. Sorry. So when the trade exited, right? I mean, when we set the trade to completed trade. After this, we have here. So again, this is we don't worry about it. Placing new target order to exit the position. Okay, here. So going to place with params, that is done. Order placed successfully. Successful place target order. Okay, this is some different issue. Let's see. Yeah, here if you see set trade to complete strategy. Okay, this quantity entry is 36.15 and exit 9.5, PNL 1998. Okay, and the reason is square of reason. So similar entry you would have find for the other trade, PE trade, where SL was hit and that was in loss. So you can check the details here as well. So let's see if it is matching exactly with one. So 1998.75, right? So if you see the positions, so 1995, there is some probably then some round of errors, I don't know. Yeah, we'll see that later. Thanks for your time. Bye. Have a good day.